why you do what you do.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. How y'all niggas doing? I'm coming to you with an offensive tip called the iForm H Pro. I saw a problem right doing it in tournament. I thought it was a good investigation because I have not seen a lot of people run this formation before, and I did a little scheme and I've been working on something for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this offensive tip that'll help you guys. It's in the Seahawks Playbook, Pete Carroll, so definitely looking for the H Pro in there. What I like about this formation is that the fullback is a little bit closer to the quarterback, and it gives a handoff with a little bit of boost and a little bit of faster release. So check this out. What I like coming out in first, I like coming out in two different plays that'll run this scheme effectively. So listen to me now. So I like coming out first is the FB dive. The FB dive is really good. What's really cool about this FB dive, I'm going to run a random play. Now the formation is set up like this. So what I saw that he was doing, he was definitely playing with a defender, playing with the player's mind, and definitely looking which hole would be more available to him. But what I noticed that he never ran to the weak side. He always motioned the fullback to the strong side. But the real key to this fullback dive is that he motioned the wide receiver into the play. So as you can see here, when we try to motion the right wide receiver that's over to the tight end side, is that when he comes in, you get a nice block on the inside, as you can see here. So you get a little bit more block on the inside as well. So as you can see here, when he motioned to the right, you motion him to the right, and sometimes you can motion wide receiver on the right side, and you can get a little bit more block in a way. So you can definitely motion them in there and get a little bit more block to get you a push for the goal line or inches line as well as that. So but what's really cool about this formation is that you have the audible slant, inside zone, bench, and PA scissor, which is very good. Now listen to this. When you audible to the inside zone, that gives you an option to motion either receiver, which is very cool. So you can go to the weak side receiver and not the weak side, the right side receiver again, and motion him over again if you want to. Now this gives you another option to use the running back within the blocking scheme. So look at the hole is a little bit more bigger for you and a little bit more advanced for you. I'm gonna go to the instant replay. So it gives you two options for the inside zone and the fullback dive. Now as you can see here for the inside zone, look at the bigger hole that you get with the inside zone, because that gives you an option with the receiver motioning. It gives you the option for extra blocks. So instead of having just those 1, 2, 3 blockers, you got 4 blockers and 5 also with your fullback out of the running back position. So that gives you an option to definitely motion to the running back or the fullback. It makes the ground game more stronger. So as you can see here, when you run in the fullback dive, just motion the receiver over. You can definitely get the option of motion the right receiver over to the tight end side and try to get you some extra block just to throw the defensive off. As you can see here, you see the hole is opening up for the fullback dive here. So I'm going to go to the instant replay. This is the fullback dive. So you can see what I'm talking about with the fullback dive. It gives the defense something to look at. By you running the fullback dive and running that motion here, I'm trying to get to the receiver. You running that motion, he's thinking the running back is going to get the ball this time. He's thinking the running back is going to get the ball, but you're faking to the fullback with that extra boost that you get from this formation. And it gives you a way bigger hole and gets you an extra 5 to 6 yards. Now, if you feel as though they're trying to shut down your run, you feel as though they're trying to shut it down a little bit too tough, you got an option going either to the slants or the bench. Now, the bench is really good in this instance, is that you have 2 out routes and you have a slant. You can have the option to either slant the tight end if you want, or dragging them. It gives you an extra player to go to as well, and I like blocking the running back in this situation. So that gives you 2 out routes in the drag, and you got 2 blockers, so you don't even have to worry about getting sacked. So this gives you the option of either hitting the running back on the outfield and definitely just pressing X and going down to the ground. You'll go to the instant replay and see that again. This is with the bench play. Now they give you an option for a short play as well. So you have the option to either hit the drag underneath here, or you have the option of hitting the out route. You have 2 out routes open because they're laying off the defender. Look how much space that the defender is giving the receiver. And that gives you the option to do a nice little catch, a nice little, I forgot what it's called, possession catch, to just go straight to the ground to avoid the pick. So the bench play is very good in those instances if they're backing off the receiver. So you got really 3 options. You got the inside zone. First, you got the FB dive, the fullback dive. You got the inside zone. Now, what's really cool in this instance is that the receiver is backing off of them, and you have the slant. So just like I said, what I like doing in this instance is blocking the running back so you don't have to worry about any sacks. And I like putting a tight end and a drag. Just anything underneath would definitely help for a quick route. So definitely you can look for the quick route as well, and you can definitely hit the defender and get you a nice big chunk of yardage, or just enough to get past the defender as well. Now I'm going to go to the instant replay and explain this a little bit more further for you. As you can see here, the drag is always open for you because he got a good little boost off the line for you. It was really good. You don't have to worry about any sacks because you're actually blocking, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're blocking 7. So that's really good as well. So you already got a dump off here. You got 2 dump offs here or here for the slant for the receiver. So that gives you an option to hit either 2 receivers. And also you got this receiver coming across the middle in case he gets open for other needs if you can't get the block. So that's really good as well for slants for people that's offline defending you. Now when they're on you like this with a little bit less cushion, that means you got the PY scissors for the tight end. What I like doing in this instance is blocking the running back. I want to get as much block out of this formation as you can, because you don't have a 5-step drop on this formation, which is very good. But what I like doing in this instance is either putting the running back on an out route or putting him on a slant. Right now he's giving me a little bit more cushion, but I'm liking the instance that I can run that slant, or I can run a drag in this instance as well. That gives a little flood concept on the right side too as well. Or I can really just streak that receiver on the right side. So as you can see here, I got a little bit of a flood concept on the right side of the field. Also, what I like doing is really much slanting him, so it gives me a better instance. But you don't want to run interference with that tight end as well. So what I like doing is like delaying a little bit and just put him on a drag, and that gives you an instant for an extra block with the fullback as well. So you got different options you can hit. So right now the tight end is open. He got me hit too. Oh shit. Get hit, but the streak was open there, so I'm gonna run it one more time. Streak him, put him in a block, and put him so the play should look like this. So should be open. Oh man, you got me. We'll try one more time for the PY scissor. Practice mode is just ridiculous. Put him in a streak. That's what the play should look like. And there we go. As you can see there, the tight end was open on that play. Usually a tight end be open every time. You just want to look for him. Sometimes it's very hectic because, you know, this practice mode. So usually that block actually come forward. So yeah. Once you block that, you got enough time to get the throw off anyway. So as you can see here, that tight end is always open. If you feel as though like you don't really trust that type of aspect, let me run a play here just to get better defense out of these guys. Okay. Now we got a better defense. So if you feeling though PY scissors with that one block is not able for you, you can just block the fullback and the running back if you want to. You can just block both of them if you feel as though that's not enough block for you, because this formation is very good for blocking. And you can definitely just drag the tight end, and you still got the flood concept, as you can see here, except your wide receiver is going to be your last route to go to. You see the drag will be across the field, so that's what you want in this instance anyway. So I'm gonna run PY scissors again, streak him, drag him, block him, and we're gonna block the fullback. And we're going to slide left just to get some extra blocks across the field. So got some extra block, and we get that drag across the middle of the field, and we're going. So as you can see there, you got the 5-step drop. Now that's just with the fullback dive play there. So we're going to come on, a different play that I like. Going to be out of H Pro, which will be Texas. I think Texas, right? No, Texas. Yeah, Texas. Texas, what I like about this play is that you got a throwing scheme out of it. As you can see there, the fullback come out in a triangle route, and the tight end go into a post route, plus you got a comeback route and an out route too as well. Now this is a decision that you want to make. If you don't want him to run that post route, you can slant him a lot to really fake the defense. So that post route is very fast across the field. You can hit it to get you a couple yards right there. Jimmy Graham dropped that, but you can definitely hit it to get you an extra couple yards. And you can definitely look for the out route as well, so when he cuts, get you a nice big chunk of yardage. But I'm working with Russell Wilson, but you get the idea of the scheme. Right now I should be able to throw that out route right now. There you go. So yeah, that out route is wide the fuck open right there. So they give you cushion, and they pressing you like this, you got the slant across the field, or you can wait for that triangle route right about now. Russell Wilson, boy, that boy is short as hell. So let me see if I can get that triangle route for you one more time, and bam, and he dropped it. Oh man, let me try one more time. Right now the slant is wide the fuck open, so you got that instance. Now you got a throwing scheme out of it, which is really good though. So you can definitely hit this play if you want, just to show them different looks. So right now my favorite is the slant because a lot of people do not guard that low. And the out route, sometimes the comeback route is open for you. Like right now, the comeback route usually be open for you. You just gotta know how to hit it because a lot of people drop that shit. But comeback route do be open for you. So definitely look for the slant or the triangle route to be your second route. So when he cuts, man, it's right there. You can get you a big chunk of yardage right there. So. And just like I said, the way I taught you how to run the fullback dive is the same way I taught you how to do the inside zone. Except you don't have the fullback dive, but you got the inside zone. You can motion that wide receiver over. You can block slide protection left. And you can definitely get you a couple yards out of here. Bounce to the left. And you got you a nice big chunk of yardage there. So the scheme is very effective. Do the same identical thing that I told you what to do as I can show you the instant replay. After you throw the ball out of the Texas, you get your ball going. And you actually just go down, motion the receiver over, get you an extra block. And you definitely coming out the inside of the field. Now this is pertaining to the different play that you come out in. You can come out in FB dive or you can come out in the Texas play. This is a throwing formation and you can definitely break down to running and throwing at the same time. Except you got two plays to go to that's versatile as well. So I hope you enjoyed the scheme. I hope y'all like the fucking video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want a t-shirt, hit the card thing in the right hand corner, I believe. Support your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.